Hello guys, this is Hariharan. First, let us ask the standard AI agent a simple question. What is the weather in Chennai right now? Let's see what it answers. Okay, so we can see that it answers as I cannot provide real-time weather updates as I do not have access to live data. It's because LLM does not have access to real-time data. It has only past data trained. So in order for the LLM to know the real-time data, this is where tools come. ADK offers various types of tools like Gemini tools, Google Cloud tools, third-party tools, and the type of tool which we are going to use today is custom tools. And the custom tools we are going to use function tools. There is also like agent as tools in which we will use an entire subagent itself as an tool, and we also has long running function tools. This tool is for performing asynchronous operations, like when the tool takes more amount of time and we need a human in loop feedback, like running a code review, etc. This is the block diagram of the agent which I am going to build. It consists of four main blocks: input, Gemini model, which is the brain of the agent, response, and weather tool. Now, when the user says what is the weather of Chennai right now, the input goes to the Gemini model, and Gemini analyzes the request, and it understands that it needs to make an external API call in order to get the real-time weather data. So it makes an external call to weather tool, and the weather tool with the help of external APIs will get the weather data of Chennai right now, and again give it to the Gemini model. Now Gemini model will now it has the real-time data and it formulates the response. So now let us go into the code. I have created the initial boilerplate for the weather agent using ADK create command, and I have modified the agent.py code in order with respect to our use case. So now let us go dive into the code. And I have imported the required imports, which includes the agent for creating agent and request for calling external APIs. Now let me show you how the agent is defined. This is the agent class which is used to define an agent in Google ADK. So in this we have defined I have used the model as Gemini 2.5 Flash, and this retry option is it's like sometimes since the Gemini is hosted in cloud, sometimes there might be a possibility where the server might be down or any external traffic issues. So in order to resolve these type of errors, we have a retry config that if let's say there is some traffic, due to some traffic, the Gemini was not able to provide a response. In that case, our Python program will attempt to retry the Gemini calls for 5 times, and this is the delay multiplier, how much time the delay it should wait, and also the on what and all HTTP codes do we need to do, we should retry when the agent returns with 499 code or 500 or the 503 or 504. When the server returns these codes, we will retry the agent call again, and so we named it as weather bot. And the instruction we gave a simple instruction like you are a useful weather resistant, and to use and it should always use the get weather tool to answer the questions. And the tools which we have included is get weather. This tool is used to get the weather information. The LLM agent calls the get weather tool by passing city as an argument. It will identify the city from the user prompt and pass it as an argument to the tool. And but the weather URL, I mean the weather API, requires latitude and longitude in order to give us the exact weather information. So for that purpose, we are using a geocoding API. What it does is, with the help of city, it gives us the latitude and longitude for the respected city, and with the help of that latitude and longitude, we are passing that to the weather API and getting the weather response as a result. And after we get the response, we are returning it to the LLM again, which with the city, the temperature, wind speed, and condition code. And this will again go to the and the agent will process the weather information and it will give the user the response. Now let's test our agent by giving ADK web or UI is up. Now let me select our weather agent, and now let me ask the same question. So let's see what the agent gives us. You can see it's calling the get weather uh, app tool, and it's giving us the weather in Chennai is currently 24 degrees, wind speeds 9.3, and the condition is 3. We can trace our events via here. We can see the function call to get weather and the function response, and then the text. We can inspect what is happening here. We can see the token counts and also the thought signature, etc. We can inspect all the events which happened in giving us the weather information. So now we have built the weather agent using a custom function tool. I will share you the GitHub repository for the project, and you can use it to try out the code which I did. Also, don't forget to subscribe my channel to get daily updates on the videos which I post. Thank you.